Hi, y'all. So we're going to start today with a bit of channeling. This is something I brought through just before turning on the camera. I see the sands blowing across the desert once more as I step out of a bunker, a cave. It is so dry here, but full of mystery. I am in an oasis full of the lush greens of my heart, the human heart which I carry, I care for, I honor and protect. I defend it and teach all who come after me how to defend theirs, with integrity, strength, perseverance, wisdom, the wisdom of the mother, and spirit, effervescence, chutzpah, a lightness of being. Think of that what you will. Okay, so today we are talking about, I did kind of plan it out. This came to me at about 6 o'clock in the morning, which for me is the middle of the night for sure. This is about, I've been guided to start talking about what it was like for me coming up and the struggles of life, how difficult it can be when you're a troublemaker. And you've got to dig yourself back out, and you don't really have the support of other people or community. So you're at your wit's end. Some people would call that the dark night of the soul. You could definitely go there. That would be a good thing to search for you folks going through this. So there are certain things that you can do that will reveal the gifts of going through a really extreme time in life. Some of those things are following the breadcrumbs. So this is about learning how to listen to your soul. And so following the breadcrumbs, this is a phrase that people throw around quite a bit. But what does it really mean? It means thinking of life the way Shakespeare talked about. So life is but a play, life is a dream, sweetheart, don't you know? So it's a beautiful melodic phrase, but what does it really mean? It means seeing your life more as a series of symbols coming to you from source. And a jay just landed in the tree outside my window. Interesting. Okay, this is a perfect example. In readings of other people lately, they've been talking about how birds bring messages. And right now I'm talking about how we can receive messages. So it's a perfect example of how source shows up for you when you need an answer. In the moment, you're calling out, what am I supposed to do here in this situation? Look around you. Is there wildlife? Become familiar with what animal totems mean. Also, the dream symbol dictionaries. You can just Google it online. One of my favorites is Ant Flo. She's very good. She's quite accurate. So you can interpret your life through dream dictionaries and get the messages that you need in the moments that you need. Now this sounds sketchy, I guess, but there are times when your back is up against the wall where you need a definitive answer and you're willing to go by faith more often, which is why we have those times in life. Otherwise there would be no purpose for it. Now there's 2 of them. I guess I'm doing a good job. 3. Okay. Do you see? I wonder if I could even, I did this on my laptop today, so it doesn't matter. They're just blue jays. They're everywhere. Okay. So when your life is got you backed up against the wall, when things feel desperate and you're a bit panicky, the first thing to do is to deal with those feelings. We can't really do any effective action to improve our situation when we're in a panic. So again, we matter the most. How we are feeling matters more than whatever is going on, because there are actually really few emergencies in life. Things feel like they're an emergency, they feel like a crisis, but unless your house is on fire, you don't need to run out the door. I'm just saying. So that was huge for me to really realize and take to heart, that how I feel actually matters more than whatever it is that's going on, because so often life is just triggering the events of our past. So by dealing with those past events, this is key. I'm gonna definitely be doing more videos on how to clear that. It's really important to just take care of you in that moment. So after those feelings have passed and you've been able to grounding techniques like taking 3 deep breaths slowly. When your heart rate comes down, you come out of crisis, you're able to take action. So for many years, my favorite turn of phrase was the next right thing. And that's all you have to do, is the next right thing. And you can literally lead your life by doing the next right thing. And that's it, because it keeps you in line with integrity. When you're in integrity, you're on your path, you're feeling pretty good. And you get used to that flow, just going with the flow of life. Things will come to you. That's a whole nother topic though. So you're paying attention to the details around you, paying attention to changes in the environment as your mood changes. That can give you examples of how we manifest in our reality. You can ask questions. So if you need an answer, say within 24 hours, say that and wait for the signs. And then when the signs come, you just look them up. It's actually really simple. Another big one is being patient for the changes that you need to happen in your life for them to develop. And they will. And that is part of why life brings you troubles, is so that you can become patient, take the action, have the faith. Every time you have faith, your faith grows because there is a result. Your faith builds. And that is essentially the work. I think we're on the 2nd page already. Sorry, I'm new to this. Oh, okay. So I wanted to really delve into following the breadcrumbs and what that expression means. So when I have been in a moment in life where there was something I really needed to learn, I'd noticed that, I'd be frantically running around doing whatever that didn't need to be done. And I would drop, say, a full jar of coffee beans all over the floor. And it was in that moment that I knew that I needed to pick up each one, everyone. And it was about paying attention to the details, the small things, picking up the dime off the floor, because you're honoring money in that way. And by honoring the things that you already have, you're drawing in abundance. And that's part of manifestation. It seems like a big mistake, but that is an example of how you can see those signs, and now they're gone, of course. See those signs, but take them as a cue for what to do next. When you want to know what to do, pay attention to the signs. And that there is a path. There's a pathway that will open when you pay attention. Otherwise, it's there's another very old expression that my dad used to say, pearls before swine. So just as we shouldn't be sharing our valuable energy with people that don't appreciate it, ladies, with people that don't appreciate it, that don't behave with integrity, that don't honor you, you don't put your pearls before the swine. It's such an old expression. But it's the same for spirit. If we're not listening, they're not going to be communicating. Well, maybe that's not true, because they will bang on that door until you answer. So I'm not sure how that ties in. We will skip that. Maybe it was about the ladies. Okay. So what the trouble is about is descending into the self And this is an inward journey where you don't really need me to come and say anything, or anyone else for that matter, because you will be guided by spirit every step of the way. The next thing that you're learning about, the next lesson. So life, as I've learned through this process, through creating my own troubles, is that life is a journey. That is a series of lessons. It's a bit like going to school. You know, you get your class, and then after class is followed by a lab where you have to go in and actually do the work. So you know that you should be integrous, but now you have to act with integrity so that your life will work out. Or you're getting classes on picking up all your damn coffee beans, but that lesson is about honoring your resources, learning to honor the self. And that is the flow of life. So you will get the information, and once you hear that information, you're then responsible for it. And yeah, I'm kind of resentful about that. Anyway, it's just true. That is the flow. So you'll get the information, then you've got to learn to follow it. And then once you've learned to follow it, you will get more information. And what that process is about, it's about developing an inner locus of control. So that is something you can Google. It's all about resiliency and developing the internal fortitude to weather any storm. I mean, no matter what happens, you're just like, yeah, I'm calm. And it's about being able to walk through stuff that used to rattle you with calm, holding your center. And that is how you learn to speak truth to power. The other really big thing about this journey, it's so by listening to those coincidences, the synchronicities, those are the breadcrumbs, right? You then develop your psychic abilities. So first it begins with intuition. Then you get messages that are more like thoughts dropped into your head. You'll hear people call those downloads. And you know it's not you, because it's something you would have never conceived of, or you think it's crap. That's the other one. You're like, yeah, whatever. And that's what it feels like at first. And then you see evidence. You'll get proofs. That's how you do it. Anyway, this was a painting of the first vision I ever had that came to me. Where's the camera? Okay. And these are stepping stones where you're standing on one, but you have to have the faith to go around and step to the next. And you're in a cave. You can't see anything. You're feeling your way because you've made so much trouble. You have no idea. But Spirit brings you the answers. And that was the image I got. So it wasn't that I got a message per se. I got this image and I finally painted it. Now I've completely... Anyway, you saw it. There it is. So that was the first in a series last spring. It's kind of old now. I think I'm going to take them down. I think that's all I have for you. Okay. And it's longer. Okay. Have a great day, everyone. Love you.